Hi, my name is Samuel Ramirez, and today I'd like to address the question, how do trees bend in the wind but do not break? To start it off, I'd like to answer the question that, well, first of all trees do not bend in the wind and not break. So the one that I talked about today is just one example of a tree that does bend without breaking in the wind. And so right here on our first slide, we see the species of focus is the coconut palm tree, so Cocos nucifera. And so one special thing about this plant right here, so this is actually a picture of a coconut tree down in South Florida. And so one thing special about it is that it's an angiosperm. So again, a flowering plant that produces seeds. And that's because the coconut seed is a fibrous, one-seeded drupe, something that we had learned about earlier this semester. And then it's also part of the Arceae family. Here on our second slide, so I'd like to address the challenges that this coconut tree has. So it has smooth column-like trunk, and it can grow anywhere from 50 to 100 feet. Next, it has these huge leaves that are feather-shaped, and they can grow up to 18 feet long. So you can see that that's a lot of area that this tree can cover. And then lastly, one of the challenges is that, again, the wind that it's going to face, so it has to defend itself against cyclonic winds. And so those are the challenges. Next, we can address the answers. So how does the tree defend against these cyclonic winds? So the first thing is actually its root development. It has a very fibrous root system, and so it branches out horizontally along the top layer of the soil is one thing that it does. So it anchors across, when the ground is dry, it anchors across a large amount of area. So that's one thing that it does different. Another thing is that it has flexible stems. So in the picture you can see that like the leaf itself is mostly like the leaves of the actual tree. And so the stems are actually a very short area, or a very small area. So when the winds come, what it does is it literally just shifts and like bends over rather than, so when you think of like a regular tree, it has like all of these branches. That's area that the wind can grab on and help uproot it from the ground. And so these leaves actually begin to bend with the wind. And lastly, the large number of closely packed together cork cells, so that make up the actual trunk of the tree. So those allow for compression damage. And so one of the things is it's able to absorb a lot of the forces that the wind is throwing at it. And so it's because of that that this tree, the coconut tree, is actually able to withstand these harsh winds that it faces constantly throughout hurricanes and cyclones that come throughout Florida. So that's how this tree is able to withstand, yep, that really cute tree right there. That's how this tree is able to withstand the winds. These are my references, and thank you so much for your time.